In and round. Are we on, Danny?
I think so.
All right.
All right. We're back here live, folks, and it's Rob McCormick with Steve Allard and Danny Gray. And I'm sorry you missed the first inning. Top of the first, it was 1-2-3 Hornets. They put the ball in play hard. Carson Clark hit a hard shot to left, and so did Porter Hay.
That's
and
right.
Dylan Mucker had a good at-bat, Steve. Now the Green Wave are up. They've got a runner on first base. Porter Hay walked the first batter up. So
no, the first batter fouled out to third.
Oh,
Robbie.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he fouled out to third. Second batter got on.
hit.
Yeah, got hit by pitch.
So you're caught up now. No score. Throw over to first just to show me move. Nothing going on there. It's 0-0. No score, no hits, no errors. You've missed 4 at-bats, I guess.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Porter's going to deliver on the mound. He got a quick little move to first base. Nice move.
So Hancock County does have Porter Hay on the mound. Robbie and I were talking while we were off air. We've not seen Porter pitch yet this year. He's had some arm problems. I think started the year with everybody expecting him to be the ace. So let's hope he can have that ace kind of game today.
Well, and he's going to have to break in. Everything's up on him a little bit, but, you know, he's going to break down into it. You know, we've talked, Porter keeps them off the board. We can push a run across the two. We can win this game.
This is a district game. So in the regular season, Meade County beat us both games, us being Hancock County. The scores in those games were 4-2 and 4-3.
Yes,
so
and good,
very
clean
competitive.
Played ball.
Yes,
I mean, a hit here or there could have changed the
absolutely.
outcome.
Runner goes, hit and run, ball hits short. Schultz fields.
Good job by Schultz. Throws across
Runner
the
goes to
field.
third,
Luke,
and he is
a double play. I'm not sure.
We couldn't see the umpire, but I think it was a safe call because one side is not happy, and that would be the side wearing red.
It was a nice play by Luco. Luco went
nice
across
throw.
the field, and I'm going to be honest with you. I thought we was on top of it.
I thought he was out, but I'm maybe biased.
Yeah, we could be a little bit, but regardless, man at third base and 2 outs.
Coach Banta is going to go out and talk about it already here in the bottom of the first.
Well, the umpire for a 3-man team, to be honest with you, Steve, was not in position to make that call.
Yeah, and he was pretty far away from it.
He should not be
caught in no man's land between second and third.
Not right now.
So,
now there's a runner on third, and he's still not in a.
And 2 outs.
So anyway, we've got Porter Hay on the hill, and we're anxious to see how he builds into this ball game. He's done a good job the first inning. We've got 2 outs.
This should be Lucas Hale on. Yeah, it is. Lucas Hale, they're Meade County's left fielder. Number 2 at the plate.
He's batting into 4-hole.
And based on our previous 2 games, as we were saying,
nice
every run
right
is
there,
so important.
Yes.
First pitch strike.
Nice pitch right there.
Always what you want to see. So for the first time all year, Breckenridge County has a speed gun behind us, and we can see the speed. We'll give you that a few times as this game goes on. We've not had that. There's a nice breaking ball at the outside corner, fouled off. 0-2, Robbie. We just need one more.
Porter's being very – I like how he's throwing the ball. He's been mixing it up. He's in and out. He's all over the place with it and throwing it well. So 0-2 on this batter, Mr.
Lucas Hale, I think.
Hale, I'm sorry. Ball hits shortstop to Mucker. Mucker picks it up, makes a nice play. So the Hornets, it goes, 4 batters, 3 outs is what we had.
Yep.
So good inning by Porter Hay. Let's give our 3 RSN sponsors some recognition. Steve, we haven't been able to fire an ad on them.
Breckinridge County in the baseball 11th district action here with Hancock County and Meade County with Danny Gray and Rob McCormick. This is Steve Allard, and we're just a quick update. The softball Hornet girls are playing next to us, and they've just scored another run. It is now 6-1 as an update, so the good thing's going well on that diamond. Here it's no score, guys. No hits, no runs.
Softball games go fast, so they're streaming on 3RCN, and they're on the radio too, 94.7.
Awesome.
Good point.
Folks, y'all could listen to them out there. So now we've got Deck Luco coming to the plate, guys. You know, number 4 batter here, batting in the 4-hole, but I'd lay him down and let him. I'm trying to play small ball, guys, and there's a ball hit well hard
to the shortstop. Two hopper to the shortstop and just quickly one away. I tell you, these turf infields, everything's true. It gets out there fast. It's a different ball game.
Totally different ball game. You know, you've got to have a different skill level to field a ball on this turf. I mean,
so that brings up Jacob Schultz, our shortstop.
Schultz has been a key figure in the lineup this year, folks.
Yeah,
and there he goes to lay one down, try to get to first, and we all know his speed's there.
Fouled it straight back. But Robbie, I would think small ball on this surface is a little different than that tall grass at Vastwood Park, isn't it? I mean, it's going to get out to the third baseman a little better, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is the kind of
call strike
between your pitcher and your third baseman, or your pitcher and your first baseman to get out.
I lost you, Rob. I couldn't hear you.
See if you're there now.
What about now, Steve?
No, not got it there. Jacob hits one off the end of the bat right to the first baseman. Wasn't hit real hard, and pretty easy play. Never had to move.
The third baseman, that's number 13, Loudon Fluharty.
That's going to bring up Loudon Fluharty. Loudon's playing third base again tonight and does a good job there.
So, Loudon steps at the plate, and he made a nice play at third base on that big pop-up over there that turned circles on him. So
that's right.
Loudon at the plate now, no balls, one strike.
Austin Stansberry on the mound for the Green Wave, and he just threw a nice breaking ball there for a call strike one. He's had some nice pitches as well.
Yes, he has. And there's another one. Just stayed in, I guess. One ball, one strike.
He's got a lot of confidence in that curveball, you can tell.
Yeah, I don't think he's afraid to throw it at any spot in the count, you know. There it was again.
Again, low and away.
2-1.
So far, Loudon hadn't seen anything but benders.
They must have taken a read on him or something, but Loudon steps in.
Swings through that one, 2-2. We're here in the top of the second.
So we got twos across the board, guys. Time for 2-2 shake in that dugout, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of it.
Don't see much shaking. That swings through that pitch that was a little low, and that's going to bring us to the end of the top of the second. No hits, no runs, no errors, and it's still 0-0. We'll be right back.
So, Steve, I'm sorry, Steve, go on. We went 3-3. Yeah, they want him to throw. He was throwing, honestly, about 90. Welcome back to Breckinridge County High School, folks, where the district action between the Hornets and Meade County is going on. The Hornets, first two innings have gone 1-2-3, 1-2-3, but they've hit the ball hard, put it in play. Steve, what are you seeing could mature into this kind of ball game? Looks like we got a pitcher's duo going on.
Both pitchers are finding the strike zone. Nobody's overpowering anybody with the fastball, but they both had control of their curveballs. And in high school baseball, that will get you a long way, as we know.
Sir. Yes,
So
sir.
no hits for either team. Of course, it's just the bottom of the second. Let's see what Porter's got for us.
Nice curveball. Porter delivers. I guess just stays in. We've got Stansbury at the plate, number 18. Does the pitching. He's going to try to help his own calls out a little bit.
Ripped that one down.
Ripped it. He hit that ball hard down the left field line.
There's a fastball down and in, and he jumped all over that. It was an 80-mile fastball, and he didn't have any trouble turning on it at all.
A little too early on it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Too quick.
Yeah, he was.
That's a nice pitch.
Very nice pitch.
We are, for the first time, right behind home plate, so we have a better view of what these pitches do, and that one had about 8 inches of break at least in it. So
I'll tell you, it was nice, and these two pitchers are living with their breaking
they
balls.
are. Very few fastballs.
I've not seen hardly any.
Well, as hard as he hit his last fastball, it's probably a good idea.
Well, that may be a good idea. So Danny's got a good point there. He always brings analytics to the game, too.
There's
and
another
there's
one.
a sweet curveball that I
and,
don't.
And the batter thought he was out.
That's one of them hums when a batter thought he was out. That's pretty sad. So anyway,
He took a hop to the dugout.
I mean, that might be one of the prettiest pitches I've seen tonight, to be honest with you. So Porter delivers another one, and the young man,
Fouled
number
it off.
18, did a good job fighting it off, and you can tell he's well disciplined at the plate.
We'll find out which team can hit the breaking ball tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it. Who can hit the deuce? Porter's checking in.
Full count, time called.
We don't have a pitch count clock here, do we? Probably won't be long before they put it into high school, though.
Yeah.
Nice pitch there.
Everything trickles down.
Speed gun said 86 on that one, Robbie and Danny. That's a pretty good fastball in high school
That
baseball.
sure is.
That's a good fastball, and I'm going to tell you, the movement
That
on that
would-
ball, Steve,
yes,
was.
and location. Nice,
the location,
nice spot.
but that movement was
Yep.
cutting in on him hard. I mean, it was a good pitch. So 3-2 at the plate for Mr. Stansbury. Hay delivers, gets him on an
busting
up and in
inside.
fastball. 88, and that was that pitch was set up. That was a pretty.
That's just what I was going to say, Robbie. That was a nice choice of pitches going through there.
I have to
Good
say
execution.
Mr. Stansbury had a very nice at bat, but
He did. That's going to bring up Gavin Brown, number 5 for the Green Wave. Gavin's catching tonight.
So Gavin's behind the dish. Porter's got one out. That's his second strikeout of the game.
Another one turned on foul.
He jumped all over that 88-mile-an-hour fastball down and in. He wasn't afraid, I don't think.
No, he's seen faster, I'm guessing, somewhere.
I'm
Meade
thinking
County
so.
plays enough Louisville schools. They're going to see some competition.
Yes, they do.
Nice curve.
breaking ball. Young man did a good job just fighting that
He
ball
did.
off. Because that was nasty. So Porter at the mound, 0-2. We have Gavin Brown at the plate for Meade County. He's fouled off 2 balls, fighting off well. Ball
Another
down and in, 87.
I'm impressed by Porter.
I am
Nice.
too, and that fastball he threw to Mr. Stansbury looked like a watermelon coming up there, I'm sure, because of the height of it. And I'm not sure this wouldn't be a good time to come up and in
Again.
again.
Yeah, he's had a lot of curveballs away.
I think
He turned on that one low, but one up about those numbers is going to be harder to turn on. You know that better than I do.
Nah, but you can't turn on. That ball's hard unless you just got extreme.
Another curve.
My.
Oh, must be up.
Yeah, that one was up.
Yeah.
That one's definitely up.
1-2.
Porter throwing out the stretch.
Another curveball stays up. That when radar gun showed 74. That's a good effective speed on a break.
That is.
That's a good break. 88 to 74.
That's nice.
That's a nice break. I'd like to see us change it. There's
Foul ball left side again.
Took that little deuce, Danny, down and in, and Porter seems to like that spot, but he may be just setting them up for something up and in. but he's wasting a few pitches doing it.
He is. He's his pitch count's gone up here in the last couple of batters. And some of it will be.
Fly ball on the infield.
I don't think anybody knows where it is.
Third baseman.
Loudon Fluharty made a great job coming in and getting that ball.
I don't think Jacob did find it shortstop, and Porter didn't try to go get it, which was the right move. Pitcher's not supposed to go get it.
Fluharty made a nice play
He did,
on it.
and I think he had it the whole time. Actually.
Yeah, I do too. It's kind of corn for him.
Yeah. So 2 down. Nobody on here in the bottom of the second.
23 pitches already.
23 pitches for Porter. We've got Tristan Cockrell coming to the mound. I understand this young man is going to play some ball at the next level.
Nice swing.
Hit a ball straight away to center fielder right under it. Good 1-2-3 inning also for the Hornets. So like Steve said earlier, it's going to be who can hit the deuce is what's going to come down to, I believe.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
Danny, I know our 3RSN sponsors want some time, but we're sure glad to have you here with us tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
Hope you chime in a little bit with us, buddy.
Yeah, I sure will.
So let's give our sponsors a good break and let them get some recognition. Thank you, folks. We're here with 3RSN delivering district action.
To Breckinridge County High School for the 11th District baseball action tonight with Hancock County playing the Green Wave from Meade County. We've played 2 innings, Robbie and Danny. No hits, no runs, no errors for either team. A real quick update on the girls softball crossway. Hancock County put up a 8 spot at the bottom of the third and lead 8-1. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good
back
game
to baseball.
for 'em. We've got Grant Smith at the plate, guys. I'm not sure that's about 6 inches off the plate on the outside. I think those curveballs both pitchers have been throwing have been closer than that. Good job by Grant, fouling the ball off.
Grant's a big left-handed hitter. He's playing right field today.
You can tell Stansberry's experienced. He's throwing well.
Both these pitchers are just throwing it really nice. Batters are going to have to figure some things out.
This is my kind of game. I'd like to see a 1-0 ball game at the end. So that's my kind of pitching duo.
A lot of thought goes into a 1-0 game, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Every pitch matters.
Every single one. So Grant Smith steps back in. No balls, 2 strikes. He's batting out of the 7-0. Smith waits back on the curveball, pops it up. Third baseman finds it, makes a nice play on the ball. So Hancock County's had 7 batters at the plate, and they've all been set down. Some have been hits right at them. Haven't been that many strikeouts. But both pitchers are throwing gems, and they're getting hits.
They're in control.
Yes,
both pitchers are in control. That's going to bring up Trip Hager.
Tripp's doing the catching tonight for the Hornets. Jack Roberts is out.
Talked to Jack just a bit. He's hobbling around on some crutches with a pretty good leg problem. So you won't see him on the field tonight. We know that for sure.
What do you have to say, Steve? Good cut there by number 14.
I'm not very good at my bone names, but I think he's afraid he has a broken bone in his leg. Yeah.
In his lower leg.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot better than ACL or anything.
That's
guys.
right. I thought it was a knee, but it's not. So.
Hager takes one just in, I guess. Looked like a pretty nice pitch, and that was a very nice pitch right there by the young man on the mound for Meade County. Stansberry. So at the plate now, Trip Hager, a freshman, doing the catching tonight with Roberts out. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chased
Took
one a
swing
little
at
out
him,
there.
A little
I
bit
think.
outside, but, he's an 8th grader, I believe. And
That's tough. That's a lot to ask for a young man.
yeah,
From a young man to go up there and hit that.
Going to be tough. So anyway, coming up for the Hornets now in the top of the third is number 12, Lane Dixon. And Steve had a chance to talk to his granddad a little bit before the game. And
you just get smarter after you talk to Pat Payne.
Exactly.
It's almost impossible not to.
It's
or
almost,
maybe it is possible.
It's almost like talking to Danny Dole or Joe Chrysler. My intelligence level goes extremely high after that.
Lane's a sophomore. He's had he's a fast kid. When he can get on base, some things can happen. But getting on base has been a bit of a challenge. He's down 1 and 2 on this.
Has a little bit of trouble with that front foot, Steve.
Yeah, he does. And Lane is seeing a lot of fastballs for the first time. You can tell Stansbury feels like he can throw it by him.
Curve ball, he slaps the right side. Second baseman makes a play. Nice job putting it in play, though. Lane had a nice at bat. Steve and Danny, it's like we said, somebody's going to have to scratch a run somewhere.
Yeah.
At Meade County through 2.5, or Meade County's had 3 innings of pitching and defense, and they faced the minimum.
Yes.
Hancock County's put 9 up and 9 down, so that's going to have to change for sure.
Yeah, and Hancock County's faced the minimum except for one, I think.
Yes, well, Meade County has had 1 base runner, and that was a hit by pitch.
Yeah, we hit him. That's what I was going to say.
That's the only way he got on, so it's definitely a pitcher's duo.
Oh, absolutely.
And these are, if you're a defensive coach, you love pitcher's duos, and that's what I am. So, anyway, folks, we're going to give 3RSN some recognition and our sponsors, and we're just grateful to be here.
All right, we're back.
Welcome back, folks, to Breckenridge County High School, where you've got district baseball going on. I'm seeing out on the score, or out on the board, that's third region champions in 2019 were the Breckenridge County Tigers. But today we're watching the Hornets and the Greenways for Meade County.
And talked about Breckenridge County. They went 4-0 in district play this year, so they'll play the winner of this game. Guaranteed a trip to the region is Breckenridge County. Porter Hay back on the mound. Starts it off with a call strike. We were talking during the break, both pitchers in complete control in this game. No hits, no runs.
Defense have been playing well. And there's been some balls hit that were a couple
decently hard. Yeah. We really in the first inning, we had our 2 hardest hit balls.
Yes, we did.
Right at the left fielder.
Carson Clark and Mucker, or I'm sorry, not Mucker, but
there's one to the shortstop. Nice friendly hop. Jacob throws it over high. Pulls Decluco off the bag. Runner safe.
Everything was done right there. The ball just got a little bit away from him and sailed.
It sailed on him.
He works down through that throw, Steve, and you've heard a lot of that over the years. Work down through your throw.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to keep that ball down and in and up the line if you do that. So, anyway, coming to the plate for Meade County now is number 14, the number 9 hitter playing center field, Jeffrey Johnson. Runner on first, got a little action. I'm sure this young man's probably got a little speed at first base. Playing small ball here, and I don't blame the coach. He's wanting to scratch a run across. So anyway, no balls, 1 strike on Mr. Johnson.
John Honecker is the runner at first. They didn't pinch run, did they? I was looking at some notes.
No,
That's
sir.
he's at first,
third
and he's built like a runner. I will say that.
Yes,
he's looks like a kid that could move.
He's got that oven mitt on his right hand. So anyway, Porter sails in.
A little casual over first.
He's not getting enough lead to go anywhere right now, I don't believe. But Porter's going to do a job of holding him. And Tripp's got a good arm behind the plate for a young man. I will say that. Yeah, they're going to bunt.
Bunt to first.
Beautiful job bunting the ball. I mean, you moved your runner just like you wanted to.
That's
on the
right.
Right side.
That's right. That was a four-hopper to the first baseman and the ball went basically to first base. So the play was easy, but it was effective, right, Robbie?
Very effective. And now they're back to the leadoff with Grayson Rhodes and Josiah Pierce. And
Grayson's the DH, big kid, hitting from the left side. Gives him maybe a little bit of advantage in seeing this right-hander, Porter Hay.
So Porter goes to deliver. Looking at the runner on second. Fly ball hit the deep center field. I believe Lane's got it.
Lane seems to have it tracked. He does.
He does tag, and the throw comes in.
Runner gets away from the third baseman and goes in the dugout, so let's get a base.
That's where you got to hustle to knock that ball down. When you got open dugouts like this, guys, you know, that's almost a disjustice to the game to score from a ball in the dugout, in my opinion. But that's me.
But that ball needs to be thrown where it can be cut off, and it wasn't.
Yes.
So there's lots of things you can talk about there that led to Breckenridge County, Meade County getting their first run.
So they score on an error. No earned runs yet this inning. 2 errors that inning on that. And you
that's
know, you
right.
just can't put them
You know,
together.
you can't put 2 errors with the same runner. Okay, we had a hit batter. As the runner was going to first, there was a little bit of something going on.
A little bit of discussion there. I think the batter had something to say to Porter, and I think Porter decided he'd say something back. And of course, Sean Williams out there coaching that side of the field. You know he's got control of that. Danny, we've seen him for years.
Oh, yeah.
And, Sean, I mean, he came in and took control right off the bat.
Well, and Coach Banner was out there in a second, too,
yes,
so that's the right thing to do.
Yes, he was.
Let's play baseball. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here to do. We're not here to watch WW Raw on Friday night or anything.
And that brings up to the plate Aiden Bratcher.
So Aiden Bratcher batting now the 3-hole with a runner on first base.
Showing bunt.
He comes in with a fastball. Looked like it was where it needed to be, but anyway, this umpire, he's got his own zone, and that's his business, I guess.
His is the only opinion that matters. Runner goes from first, throw down to second, not in time.
He's out. He come off the bag, actually, on that pop-up, and the ball was on him, but the umpire said no. So anyway, runner on second with the number 3-hole Aiden Bratcher at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see some character here and get out of this thing.
The ball gets by the catcher, and the runner goes to third, and all of a sudden our comments about pitchers being in complete control has kind of slipped away.
Yeah, I think it's time for the catcher to call timeout and go out and just talk
we need
to
a break in the
rhythm.
rhythm.
We need a break in the rhythm bad, and you've got an 8th grader catching behind the plate doing a great job, but
he just don't know to do that.
He doesn't know.
And he's going to go talk to a senior, and that's not the easiest thing to ask him to do either.
Well, now Porter's a junior, I think,
Steve,
that's
right.
if I'm not mistaken. Right. But still, it's not an easy way to go out there.
No, it's not. You are right. He is a junior.
So anyway, Porter goes in 3-1. Let's see a little confidence here and build back in.
The curveball that stayed inside. And all of a sudden, it's Breckenridge County. I see Breckenridge County everywhere I look,
They're
so
everywhere.
I'm struggling. Meade County has runners at first and third and a 1-0 lead in what had been just an absolute gem. Yes, there are 2 outs.
We got 2 outs. We just need an out. Now, I'm not sure. This is second visit on Coach.
I know. He's saying don't. Yeah, I don't know whether he.
No, Sean told him first visit, being that it was a scuffle that brought him out.
Did
the
he?
first time.
Okay, thank you, Danny.
I assumed that's what happened. I'm glad you saw that.
He asked. Tony asked before he went out there.
Okay.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good deal. So anyway, Porter just needs to calm down. I think he's letting his emotions get to him a little bit with this young man that he hit by pitch. And
I think what happened is that was the second time he hit that batter.
Well, he did hit one earlier.
And it was the same kid.
Okay.
And I'm sure that's what started the discussion between Porter and the runner.
Well, anytime you're going to hit a batter, though, you don't throw a curveball to hit him. You know what I mean?
Not if you have any bad intentions. You don't.
No, not if you're looking to be bad. And anyway, Hay on the mound delivering to the number 4 man at the plate for Meade County.
He's just staying inside right now. He's got to adjust.
Number 2's at the mound or at the plate.
It's Lucas Hale, Robbie.
Lucas Hale batting out of the 4 hole.
Mm-hmm. Lucas wanted to get a hit by pitch call on that, didn't get it. Porter's living inside.
Good pitch there.
Lucas was going to make that a 4-1 ball or 4-0 ball game, wasn't he?
That was his intention there. I can tell you, 1 ball, 1 strike, and he was looking for 4. So anyway, Lucas settles in, and Porter's going to deliver. Runner goes, doesn't even get checked. And
that's a shot that's going to get down.
A shot, and this runner's going to score on a hit and run. No, they held him at third.
1 run did score, though.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 run did score. Lucas Hale did a nice piece of hitting there straight up the middle.
That best hit of the game, and really, I guess the only hit of the game to this point.
Very nice piece of hitting
that was solid. So it's 2-0 Meade County. Runners still at the corners.
Stands very
and that
plate
absolutely got a running lead on that last pitch. Not going this time.
No, he was 3/4 away to second before the ball was even delivered. So I'm surprised they didn't get on around him, bring him on.
I was too. The ball got to the center fielder in a hurry. That's probably the thing that stopped him.
Porter delivers another fastball up and in.
All right, 0. No balls,
2.
2 strikes, 2 outs. We need an out to get out of this mess here.
I think this young man Porter went up and in on and got him strike out the last couple innings ago. Porter's looking in.
There we go. Call 3rd strike.
Sets him down. Nice pitch by Porter Hay.
So the Hornets had a little rough spot in that inning with a hit by pitch, an error on the shortstop, and after 3 complete, it's 2-0 Meade County. They've scored those 2 runs, unfortunately, off of 1 hit. So the Hornets, as we've said all day, just going to have to scratch some across, guys.
2 runs, we can still play small ball and get it across the plate and get back in it real quick. We're going to take a second here to recognize our sponsors. Danny Gray's with us today. He's not saying a whole lot. I think that's because me and Steve talk all the time.
I did better at inning.
Anyway, we've got Danny going to take us to a commercial break.
Okay, hello everyone back at Breckinridge County as Meade County and Hancock County are in a dogfight. It's 2-0 Meade at the end of 3 complete. Meade County has faced the minimum, Robbie and Danny.
Yes, sir. This is our
we're back to the top.
Yeah.
At the top, leading off the 4th. So
Carson Clark up again. He ripped one to the left. His last at bat hit it hard.
He did.
Right at him.
Takes one up. It's 1-1. We need some base runners.
Yeah, just get on base.
We need somebody on base, and we can do some things when we get a base runner. We can move the ball. Good eye right there by Clark. Clark's got you can tell he's a veteran, Steve.
Yeah,
he handles himself very well.
We've been impressed with him all year, haven't we, Robbie?
Oh, his speed.
Yeah.
It's like I said earlier, Steve. I've watched a lot of baseball just like you and Danny both, but this young man could go play at in my opinion, defensively at a NAIA school.
He just worked himself a walk.
He's smart. He's a good, smart baseball player. So we've got a guy on first with no outs, and our number 2 batter up, Mucker, and I would expect to see some possible small ball here. Maybe
Let's
a little.
see what happens here. Third baseman's expecting the same. He came in about 3 steps. He's just in on the grass, so to speak. There's a bunt, and it's a good one.
Did his job, got
Did
the
his
run
job.
to the second, did everything he was supposed to do. So good job by Mucker.
Yep, that's right.
Sack bunt. You know, and that's where you start. You got to, and we've got a guy coming to play right now, Porter Hay, that could walk into about anything.
So we've got who we want, Hay and Luco up
Yeah,
next
we do.
3 and 4 hitters with a runner on second, and it's just a two-zip game. We're in this thing.
We're not out of this game yet. And like I said, Porter, I've seen him walk into a couple of them later in this year, Steve. So
Got the dugout going over there. That's good to hear.
be nice to see him walk into one right now and tie this thing up.
First curveball, Stansberry's missed really high. That was high enough it was never a competitive pitch.
That looked like a 6-12. I hadn't seen him throw that yet, Steve. So anyway, Hay at the plate, runner on second with Clark. Got bunted there by Mucker. Great job. Catcher's got a nice arm. He throws down behind the runner, but
No
Clark
play.
makes it back easy.
Yeah. So Austin Stansberry's on the mound for Meade County, has been in complete control, but here starting the 4th, he's had a little trouble finding the strike zone. He's walked the first batter, 2-0 on this batter. Little something going for the Hornets.
He takes a big cut. That was a tie-up cut there is what that was, and that ball slided off the plate.
Yeah, that was a fastball away, and he tried to
Yeah.
pull it, and that rarely works well.
Not going to do very good with that.
No.
Going to roll over those and hit a ground ball to third if you do hit it. So
Be daggone.
I'm going to tell you what,
Great
nice
play.
play by the shortstop. He got up,
Third baseman, yeah.
third baseman. That ball should have been a 6-5 gapper, and
Yeah, made a great play.
Made a nice
yes,
play.
he did.
Got-
Very nice play by the third baseman from Meade County. That's John Honecker. Very nice play.
Absolutely.
So at the plate now for Hancock County, Deck Luco, and Deck's going to put the ball in play, I'd almost guarantee, and it's going to be on the right side. I'd like to see something between that 4-3 hole.
That ball was thrown behind him.
That's hard to avoid getting hit by those
You know,
pitches,
I'm still kind of wondering how that happened. But
Play somebody
the
with that.
catcher caught that ball clean behind the batter.
Well, Deck's only about 8 inches wide.
Well, that's
Well,
right.
that's
He's not
true.
real thick.
It's not real thick. You're right.
Takes a big cut, but comes up empty, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Deck at the plate. One of the 3 seniors we have. We have Deck, Luco, and Clark. Not Luco, but
Yeah,
Deck,
Luco.
Luco, and Clark, and Loudon Fluharty, I believe, are
Yeah,
seniors.
yeah.
But anyway, Luco's standing in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets a fastball.
Popped him up.
Popped him up on the
on the
infield.
right side. So for the Hornets, Meade County's phase 4 this inning.
That's one
So
more
we
than
did
we've
get-
been making.
We
them.
did get more than the
Leadoff
minimum.
walk goes to second, but no further.
And that usually scores on you, leadoff walk in high school baseball.
can, but,
anyway, folks, it's a beautiful night for baseball here. We're watching Hancock County and Meade County. Scores 2-0 on 1 hit from Meade, 2 errors on Hancock. And we're going to take you to a short break here, folks. We'll be back soon.
going. We're back at Breckinridge County High School in Hardinsburg, Kentucky, where Meade County and Hancock County are playing some 11th District baseball action. Robbie McCormick and Danny Gray here with Steve Allard, and we've had a pitching duel. The Hornets had a little bit of a burp at last inning in the bottom of the third. Meade County wanting to add to it now in the bottom of the fourth.
I'm looking forward to see how Porter comes out and handles this inning. And he comes out, gets ground ball at third easy. Flew hard, he makes a nice play. One pitch, one out.
Just what you want.
That's what you want right there. Let me see what he's up to now. Switch back over here.
So anyway, number 15 coming to the plate, Tristan Cockrell. Nice young man, nice ball player.
Second baseman.
Porter Hayes seems to be he got his control back. I think he got a little flustered last inning.
He kind of.
There's a very
big
good
two-hopper to the second baseman.
Dylan Mucker makes a nice play on that. And we ought to point it out that, Dylan Mucker's playing out there with a pretty good fever, I believe, Steve.
Yeah, his dad came by, and it sounds like maybe they've shared that fever around the team a little bit.
Sort of sounds like
it.
But I got to give the man credit for being out there. Just showing up to play is amazing to me.
So that brings up John Honecker. John's the one that reached in that bottom of the third with an error. High throw on a pretty routine two-hopper to the infield. And that opened the door for some of our troubles.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to play on a turf field when you're used to playing on grass all year. That ball's going to get to you quicker. And in doing that, it gives you the false pretense that you've got longer to throw it across the field, and you don't. You've got to go on and make the play. But anyway, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Honecker.
2 outs, quickly 2 outs.
And he's gotten back in his groove. There's a very nice pitch. Jacob goes in the hole, makes a throw across the field. Good job.
And he's out. Yeah. And an excellent play by Jacob Schultz. He went deep in the hole. And that, Robbie, I'm going to say that's the nicest play I've seen Jacob make it shortstop this year.
He really did a good job of getting that ball across the field. Meade County's up 2-0 after 4 complete. And I don't think Porter's faced but 2 extra.
I think you're right. It's been a quick defensive ball game.
Very quick.
We're going to go to a break here in just a minute. I'm going to give you an update on the girls' softball game. It looks like after 5.5, it is 11-3 Hornets. So that one's going well.
Fans, welcome back to Brake County High Schools. We are working our way through this 11th district opening round game between the Meade County Green Wave and our Hancock County Hornets. We are top of the 5.
Top of 5.
Top of 5, Danny.
Yep, Jacob Schultz going to lead it off here for the Hornets.
I'd like to see Jacob draw a bag. I mean, right now in the 5th, we just need to get a man on base. And he squares and lay it down.
Robbie, I know you've never heard this, but have you ever noticed that the guy that makes the nice defensive play to end the inning seems to lead off the next inning?
Well, and the guy,
you had never heard that, had you?
And the guy usually gets a hit behind it. You asked Danny the other night, we were calling that game, and Carson made a
great play.
Great play, and I said, Danny, he's going to be rewarded at the plate.
Yep. Well, let's hope that happens.
I said, the baseball gods take care of you, and sure enough, he ripped one. It was just dumb, blind luck that I was able to call that, Danny.
You know, Robbie, my stance is if you talk long enough, you'll say something that happens right.
Well,
that's just how it works.
That's a very good point, Steve.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we've got Jacob Schultz at the plate for us, Coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's fouling the ball off well, staying in his count. And that's one thing I will say about the Hornets. They may strike out off him, but they're taking their cuts and they foul balls off.
We just can't string anything together or find a gap, it seems like, so far. But that can change in baseball in one pitch.
Exactly. So anyway, Clark at the plate, love to lead him or have him on the bag. Good eye right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, Schultz at the plate.
Schultz at the plate.
My bad.
And he is being fed a steady diet of breaking balls. Mr. Stansbury has a nice curveball. There's a fast one.
Fastball, and Schultz gets a hold of it well.
Right
Hits
to
it
the
deep.
center field.
Center fielder makes it like a can of corn. So 1 out in the top of the 5th, folks, and Porter Hay.
Not Loudon Fluharty.
I'm sorry, Loudon Fluharty's coming to the plate. Big young man. Like to see him get a hold of one this time. We need to do something to cut this lead in half this inning.
It's amazing in those last innings what the difference between a 2-run deficit and a 1-run deficit, isn't it?
Yes.
It's huge.
Well,
Changes
right.
everything.
You almost have to push one across in the 5th. It's hard to push your runs across in the 6th and 7th.
And it's
You know
hard
what
to
I
play
mean?
small ball in the 6th and 7th when you're
Exactly.
down 2.
Exactly. So this is an inning we need to cut it in half, in my opinion.
Well,
Steve.
it'd be great. Call
Nice
strike.
pitch there. 2 balls, 1 strike on Loudon.
Stansbury had been living with that outside breaking ball, threw a fastball right over the plate, and another one. Swings through, 2-2.
85-mile-an-hour fastball on the outer third. That's hard.
That's
to
hard,
handle.
hard for 17-year-old,
Yes, it
18-year-olds
is.
to catch up with. Absolutely. Nice pitch there.
Yeah.
Got him
Got
swinging.
him down in the end, and he got him on his last 2 fastballs. Coming up now, we've got Grant Smith. Grant put the ball in play last inning. I think center fielder made that catch, if I'm not mistaken, Steve.
I think that's right. We need him to turn on one here or work a walk. We don't care.
1
Just get
ball,
on base.
no strikes, 2 outs. We can do some damage with 2 outs. We just have to have, people got to go to the plate with confidence. Grant fouls one back. And I've noticed Grant is young and big as he is. He's got a good set of hands.
They are pretty quick, aren't they? They
very
showed it on that
are.
pitch, I thought.
Yes, he did.
That ball was up in the zone, not easy to catch up with. And
No.
fouls one
Grant
right
fouls
back to
back
us. Danny didn't flinch. I
I'm
would have
impressed.
jumped.
That was right at Danny, and he didn't make a move.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't. Okay, now,
You
there I
ain't that
saw.
old, Danny. You're talking about
just-
me or Steve.
it
You're
just
not
takes a
old
second.
enough yet.
That's 30-second reaction time. There's a
Ground ball hit to
hopper to
first.
the first baseman. Another easy inning for Austin Stansbury in the Green Wave.
Austin has actually faced the minimum except for one person, and that was our leadoff the last inning on the walk.
That's it. He's one over the minimum.
61 pitches.
61 pitches through 5. That's
Pretty
much,
darned efficient, isn't
very
it?
efficient.
All
So,
right.
folks, it's been a great day out here, and we will be back with you in just a minute. We're going to give our sponsors a chance for some recognition.
All right, Hornet fans, welcome back to Brett County High School as we are in this opening round game of the 11th District Tournament. Headed to the bottom of the 5th, Meade County leading off here.
Danny.
9-hitter, Robbie, is that what will be determined? 14.
Yes, that's Jeffrey Johnson,
Yes,
the 9-hitter,
Jeffrey
playing center
Johnson,
field.
And they're getting ready to roll their lineup over. And be honest with you, 14 got on the last inning,
Yeah.
and that's how they scored their runs, Danny.
Yep.
So anyway, Meade County at the plate, no balls, one strike. Porter's still being very efficient. I'd say his pitch count's got to be, what,
Yeah, let me
75?
See. When it pops up here, game changer hadn't popped up, hadn't changed innings yet.
There's a good pitch there, right fielder having trouble getting back on it.
Going to roll to the fence, or nearly so. He's heading for 3. Throw comes in.
They may have a shot at him.
Yeah, he is. Out.
Nice shot. Nice shot. The umpire come up the line from home plate, which thank the Lord, because the infield umpire is out of position the whole game, and I'm sorry, Danny.
They both called him out. They both said out.
He was out.
Mr. Johnson and the coach from Meade County wanting the umpires to talk. From here,
he was out.
He was out.
I mean,
now we couldn't see the tag and the arms and all that, but the ball certainly beat him to the bag.
And I think Fluharty got the tag down.
It looked like it.
So they can't change that rule. They can't overturn.
Not when they both said out.
That's right. And
they've already, both of them's already made the call.
He's going to leave third base.
Good call by the plate umpire to get down that line.
I'll give Jeffrey Johnson credit. He hit the ball. He's still mouthing a little bit about the umpire, but he hit that ball a ton.
He ripped it a ton, and Grant, that ball slicing on him out there, and Grant just had a little trouble.
Now that was a lot.
But that's where you don't make an error, 2 errors in a row. He gets it into the cutoff, and the cutoff hits the
That's right. We hit the cutoff.
I mean,
there's lots of things.
It's
what we didn't do on the other
Yes.
play where they scored their second run.
Very good play by Grant and Wright. Little ball hit the third or the first base.
Sunday Hop, you couldn't get an easier play. And you know, Robbie, it may not play out this way, but sometimes a play like that in a 2-0 game can change the game.
Yes, it can.
It can absolutely
do
do
it. Momentum going our way a little bit, and of course, Stansbury was it? No, it was. I'm sorry, it was Johnson.
Jeffrey Johnson's the one that hit that ball. Yeah, that's a 9-hole hitter.
Good Lord, this young man's living with that curveball.
Grayson Rhodes is the one that just grounded out to first. That brings up Josiah Pierce, their shortstop, who's played a nice game. Fouls one off. Makes it 1-1.
Josiah.
So if you like pitching, this has been a fun game.
He's the one that's been hit.
Yeah, okay.
Both times.
So we need to watch that, huh?
Yeah.
This is the one that we had a little bit of fireworks, just a smidge. Misses that curveball by about 18 inches.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the man at the plate. I'm not sure what the umpire's going out to do unless he's going to check his glove for grease or his hat or something. But
look for the nail file.
Nail file or looking for something. I don't know. But
what is this about?
I'm not real sure, but if I was the coach, I'd sure be out there finding out with him because
he's obviously watching close. He took his time getting out there. I don't know whether he's saying things we can't see or hear. I don't know.
I'm just not sure what the.
I didn't notice anything.
Unless he quick pitched him, that's the only thing.
I know, you know.
You know, because the young man at the plate felt like, I think he actually said something to umpire. So it's
okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Porter Hayes rolling again now, folks.
Got a little stare down going. Everybody's breaking the other's rhythm here.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's part of baseball.
Nice pitch.
It was a heck of a curveball.
Yeah,
but it was well outside.
Oh, well outside. He was just trying to get a chaser pitch there, I think.
2-2?
2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm coming up and in with that big watermelon and seeing what he can do with it.
Another curveball that he missed again, waved at. Nice bit of pitching there by Porter Hayes.
Very nice. I think the young man was looking fast.
You know, I think the Hornets were fired up after that half inning, and Coach Banta is going to come out and talk to the umpire, and I think say, what was that all about?
You go talk to my pitcher. I want to be included in on it. I don't want any of that, and I don't blame him a bit. He's got to protect his kids, and I'm in 100% agreement with Banta, and.
Now we're going to have a meeting of all the coaches.
We got everybody out here. Folks, let's go to a break here and give our third.
We'll catch you up when we get back.
We'll catch you up soon.
Hornet fans, welcome back to Brett County High School. We head to the top of the 6. Hornets down to 6 outs, and Coach Bandit's coming out with his lineup card, so there might be some changes coming.
Well, we've got number 36 coming to the plate.
Noah.
Noah Cam.
Noah Cam.
Noah's, of course, we know the lineage that comes from, and I'd like to see Noah step up here. He's batting for Trip Hager.
Tripp's catching.
Yeah, you'll re-enter.
Yeah, he'll re-enter back to catcher. But anyway, you know, Noah's had some good at-bats this year.
Austin Stansbury still on the mound, of course, for Meade County as he's just
what,
cruising.
65 pitches,
Right.
I'd say.
And throwing a no-hitter, so why do anything,
I mean,
right?
you're not going to make any moves there, I wouldn't think.
I noticed they were warming up a guy, but I'm sure that's just precautionary.
Oh, I'd say
He's only at 62 pitches.
62 pitches, and they're
Oh, I thought
foul
he
ball
snuck
hit
one
back
in
to
there.
right
I thought he
side.
did too, Danny. It's a foul off the right side, but I could see a squibber
Yeah.
I
going
could see
down the
something
line.
Going down the line, I really could.
Lady Hornets win.
Lady Hornets win, folks, so they'll be playing tomorrow night against Meade County, I believe. And Noah chases one up and in, but that's all right. You know, he did take his cut. So anyway, coming to the plate now, number 12,
Lane Dixon.
Lane Dixon, and we know Lane's got wheels. I'd like to see something happen here. We need to run this inning in a bad way, guys. And he's trying to bunt and run.
Yeah, he's tried a couple of bunts. He's just not able to get them down yet.
No balls, one strike, but with the speed Lane's got, I'd say bunt and run's not a bad.
No, I think it's a great call.
Not bad
I'd do it
at
again
all. I
for what
would.
that's worth.
I would. I'd take it right with me, too, right down that first baseline like he was trying to do.
Just beat the ball, right?
Yep, that's all you got to do in that case.
Sounds easy.
Well, it is if you execute it right. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, it still sounds easy.
Even in the major leagues, it sounds easy, but they can't even execute it. So you know how that is. But anyway, Lane at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball off the plate.
Catcher doing a good job framing them.
Yes, he is.
They're a lot more off the plate than.
Yeah, that ball was maybe a foot outside, really, by the time the break was done. It just blows that one by him at 85 miles an hour.
That one wasn't.
No, that one was
that
placed
wasn't off the
very
plate.
well.
No.
So anyway, Dixon at the plate, 2-2.
There you go.
Fouls a fastball back, 85-mile-an-hour fastball.
Little
Did a good
quicker hands
job.
by Lane
yeah,
there.
He did. He showed some good hands there. So anyway, folks, the Hornets are behind 2-0 in the top of the 6th, and we're going to have to scratch one here, folks. That makes it tough. Good swing.
Lane's just going to have a hard time catching up with that. He's a sophomore, and he's not a real big kid.
Seen that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now coming to the plate, we've got the leadoff, Carson Clark, who's hit the ball hard. And like I said, I'm really impressed with this young man. Carson's hit another ball hard, straight to shortstop, but he's getting down the line. Hop,
And
down, he's safe.
Short hop the first baseman
Good
who
job
couldn't
by
dig it
Clark
out.
to take on down the line and
He
not
didn't give up on it.
No, he didn't. So coming to the plate now is Mucker with 2 outs, and we're going to have to hit the ball to make things happen now, Danny. The thing's going to have to fall in the hole somewhere. You know it?
Absolutely.
You with 2 outs, you're not bunting this guy across.
2 out in the top of the 6th. You've got to hit the ball a bit now.
You know, and you gotta have a heck of a read or a lot of guts to even try to steal this man in this situation.
I don't think you can do it. Come on,
I don't
Dylan.
See, I
we
don't
need
see
to hit.
how you can make the call. So
No.
Mucker at the plate, a lot of confidence here. Young man's playing well. He is bunting the ball. Look for the steal. And pretty.
We both sat here and said you wouldn't send him on the first pitch.
I think it's supposed to be a bunt and
Bunt
run.
run
Yeah.
is what that was supposed to be, I think.
And he
You're
missed
right.
the bunt, and he was out from here to there, as they say. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, after 6, folks, I hate to say it, but it's goose eggs across the board for the Hornets, and it's 2 runs on the board for Meade County. Meade's had 1 hit. Porter Hayes thrown a gem, but we just can't seem to scratch that run, guys, and we knew that was going to be part of the problem.
Hard to win a game with 0 hits.
Yes, it is. So anyway, folks, 3RSN is proud to bring this baseball game to you, and I want you to know that these guys that started this 15 years ago have done a wonderful job with it. And, Steve, we got more than a slice of bologna tonight.
Can you believe it?
I ain't believing
that hamburger
Joe
with cheese on it was something else.
I'm telling you. So, anyway, we want to thank 3RSM for allowing us to do these games.
It's been a blast.
And, I hope they invite us back next year,
Let's
Steve.
hope so.
So, let's.
Fans, here we are at bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Meade County leads. Hornets down to the last 3 outs in the top of the 7th. So let's see if we can hold them here.
Number 17, Aiden Bratcher coming to the plate. He's batting in a 3-hole. Or I'm sorry, the 3-hole. Porter delivers, ball down and in.
Porter Hay has pitched a great game.
Yes, he has.
Phenomenal.
Giving up 2 hits total, 2 runs, and neither earned by Steve Allard scoring.
It's been a joy to watch these two pitchers.
It has been. It's been a fun game.
You know, guys,
fun and frustrating all at the same time. But
I've been around both of you a whole lot in my life, and both of you know I love these kind of games.
If you love baseball, this is a great game.
Yes, exactly. And you got to love the game for it to be, though.
That's
right.
What
a breaking ball.
If you want to see 400-foot blast, this isn't your kind, but I like this kind of game.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if you want to see a 3-foot breaking ball, sit where
we just
I'm
saw
sitting,
one,
because I just saw it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Dribbler foul.
I think that was a setup pitch. Just to be
I'm not too sure that pitch walk over. I didn't see it on the left side of the batter.
Really?
And then it come back in.
I don't doubt it, because that thing is moving, Danny.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, and for Porter just to be a junior.
Porter's pitched really well.
He's a big, tall young man.
There you go. You said a setup pitch, and that was what he set it up for.
He set it up.
That sweeping curveball, and it was just a wave.
That ball there broke a good 3 feet off the plate.
He
didn't have a chance.
He missed it by a foot.
Yeah. So batting now for Meade County.
He's only at 62 pitches, so he's really settled down.
He's only thrown 62, so he has. Danny brings it up to us. And anyway, 1 strike quick.
This is Lucas Hale at the plate, Robbie. He waves at one and that kind of bounces up there. Porter's got them guessing, and they're guessing wrong at the moment.
Well, that's always a good thing. Porter down and out on that, missed with that fastball. 87, pretty good pop.
It is for the bottom of the 6th.
Yes, it is. Well, he's got stronger. He was 83, 84.
Yeah, I think Tripp's got a cramp.
Tripp's got a cramp. Our catcher is straightening his leg out, pulling the toe back.
That's terrible when a catcher gets cramp.
He's going to take a different position this time.
I don't blame him. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So
blows the 85-miler by him. He's got it going right now.
Yes,
they can't catch up with the fastball, and the curveball is wicked.
He's got a lot of command of his pitches and done a good job. Like we talked about earlier, folks. And it's a shame, but 1 error is what?
1 error and 1 ball getting in the dugout.
Yep.
There's a foul off the end of the bat as Lucas Hale stays alive.
So Lucas Hale at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. He hits a fly ball to left field. Left fielder looks like he's right underneath it. Nice play by our left fielder.
Carson.
That's Carson Clark, who's played nice left field all year long. Every game we've done, he's been real solid.
I'll tell you, I really like Carson.
I do too.
I'm sure his grades are good in school, aren't they?
Oh,
Danny?
phenomenal
and,
student. Yeah.
Good student. So he could go play some little ball somewhere.
He's a good football player too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good.
There's that breaking ball.
Breaking ball.
It literally starts right at him.
Yeah.
And then comes
back in.
And
then breaks so late, but right on. I mean,
at the plate is Austin Stansbury, the opponent pitcher, who's also thrown a gem. Yes. And you could see him waiting. I'm going to stay back. I'm going to stay back. and he still couldn't quite catch up with it.
Oh, wow.
Nice spot.
That looked good. 87-mile-an-hour fastball, just a bit off outside.
So anyway, Porter settles in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Defensive game, folks. That one come right at me, and I didn't even have time to blink, Steve.
Yeah.
That's how old I am, Danny.
Robbie, am I crazy? Where is home plate?
Well, I'm not
Is it
really
buried?
seeing home plate.
If it's white, I can't see it.
I
Now, we're
don't
kind of
know.
low. We're sitting down, folks.
Yeah.
We have no elevation above the field other than our lawn chairs,
maybe.
so to
it's
speak.
there. It's settled down in it,
Yeah.
Danny.
It's about an inch down below it.
There's
the
a
ball hit
gapper,
to
maybe.
Right,
No,
right
no,
at him.
Grant's got it.
Grant made a nice play there. So 3 up, 3 down for the Green
It was a
Wave
quick
in
one.
the bottom of the 6th. So we're down to our last at bat, folks.
Yep.
3 outs left. And where we at? We at Schultz, Fluharty, and Smith, I believe.
I don't know,
what
but
I
we'll
think
have it
we're
when
at.
we come back.
Folks, let's take a break and give our sponsors a lot of recognition that they much deserve. And this is 3RSM, Rob McCormick, Danny Gray, and Steve Allard.
Up right now, but both of them was about the same.
So, folks, welcome back to Breckenridge County High School, where they've got a phenomenal baseball complex and just a whole complex here that they've rebuilt. You can tell Breckenridge County and their administration have done things right. And Jeremy Bennett, I know, is very proud of this baseball team and this baseball field that he's got here this year. So we want to give them a little kudos for something nice to come play on.
No, it's very nice.
Mucker's up.
So Mucker's leading off for the Hornets. Clark hit the ball deep out of the last inning. And
So the Hornets are
or
down
no,
to our
Mucker,
last 3
I'm
outs.
sorry. Clark got thrown out at second
That's
the
right.
last inning to end the bat.
That's right.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. So what's up? He's trying to beef up a little bit. He hadn't hit 85 all day, so you can tell
He's got a little adrenaline going
he's
here.
got
in
some
the
adrenaline
top of
going.
7.
He's ready to do some. He says, I'm going to close this thing out.
This is outside. Stansbury, again, we got to give him credit. He has pitched a gem. We have
I agree
we have
with
no
you.
hits. Really have hit a few balls pretty hard, but not very many. And there's
Ball
two.
straight away, center, can of corn
Yeah,
out
it's a-
there for the center fielder.
Yeah.
Mucker does get a hold of it. Let's give the young man credit for playing through an illness today, but he does give the ball right.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Porter Hayes.
That's going to bring up Porter Hay.
So
Got to help his own cause here. Porter, just like Stansbury, has been really good.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
given up 2 hits, 2 unearned runs.
both of them are dealing, Steve. I mean, they have really dealt.
Takes a fastball for a strike. 85 miles an hour.
Young man hits a spot well on that outer third. I'll give him that. And got some pop on that ball. He tries to come in on Porter. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Porter settles in. We need Porter to walk into one.
We
right
have
here.
to have a base runner.
Yeah, well, we need I'm going to tell you what, we need a 2-run home run, and I don't see that we can get it.
We can't get that till we get somebody on base. So let's
Exactly, Steve. But we got 2 guys coming up, a junior
That's
and a
our
senior.
best.
That's 2 of the best hitters we got on the team. Two
Call a
balls,
strike on
2
one.
strikes.
Hadn't been a strike the whole game.
No,
3-1 would sound a lot better, but it's 2-2. There was 3-2. Misses
same spot,
inside.
wasn't it?
Except as a fastball.
So anyway, Porter at the plate. Full count. We need a base hit ball 4 right here in a bad way. Fouls it back, stays alive. Ball on our third. He did a good job just getting the bat
He did,
to
just
that
staying
ball.
alive, not leaving it up to the umpire to make a call.
Exactly, and I'm glad he didn't.
He's 82 pitches.
82. I'm going to tell you, that's pretty low pitch count.
There we go.
Good at
Porter
bat by
wins the
Hay.
battle.
Yes,
Good
he
job.
does.
I think there's a
That
little
is-
bit of extra motivation there for Porter as he
I
went to
think
the
you're
plate.
Right. I think you're
It's
right.
good to see.
Looks like they're going to pinch run for Porter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, pitching. So
Yeah, they can courtesy
No,
run.
I think,
They're
he
said
gonna
go
let him
on.
run.
I think Coach Banna put the halt on that.
So that brings up Deck Luco.
Well, Decluco's a big, strong young man, quick hands. I'd like to see him get a hold of one, and you're going to have to get that bat up a little higher, right? But anyway, Deck takes ball 1 on the outer third, off the plate. Deck sitting in, ready to see the pitch. Delivered, good take by Luco, good take.
2 pitches to the outside. I don't know if those were intentional or not. The third baseman's in on the grass. I'd love to see him slap one about 90 miles an hour down that way.
I agree with you, and Luco's gone to the left side twice
He
this
has.
game, and anyway,
May have swung a ball 3 there. I don't know.
not sure about that.
But it's
2
2
balls,
and 1 now
strike.
after he fouls it off.
You know, this is where you want to be, senior.
You
on
got the right
senior,
person up.
and
That's right.
I mean, you got the right man to play at the right time right here. Ball down and in, 3-1. Good looks by these guys. They're having good at bats this inning. So, you know, we get 2 on.
I'm going to let you guys call this. When we get a left-handed batter between him and the umpire, I can't see a thing. I am blocked out. Throw to first, back easily.
I think the young man threw over there just to get in a rhythm, you know,
Yeah.
get sort of back to where he needs to be on the mound. 3-1. Luco hits one. Shortstop.
Got it.
Got in on his hands and got a little squibber on that.
Little
So
flare. So we
little
got
flare.
Jacob Schultz coming up, folks, and runner on first. Jacob's, you know, we've got 2 outs. We're down to 1 out, guys, and
still looking for that first hit today. And
I think Jacob might
This
get
is the time to
rewarded
do it.
here. Jacob's going to get rewarded for that play he made at shortstop at last inning, or the inning before last. Hits one up the
right
middle.
up the middle. Taylor Meade to stand on second.
Dadgummit. So, folks, there's your ball game. Meade County beats us 2-0 on 2 hits, 2 errors, no earned runs. The Hornets just weren't able to put it in play, and today I will say Stansbury was dealing.
Yeah, it was a good game to watch. Both pitchers. did
Both pitchers
remarkable.
were remarkable is a good
Yes,
word, Danny.
I was glad to see it, and you know, guys going through the stands here, they're shaking hands. There is some respect there for each other.
Yeah,
you know,
I think so.
I'm hoping so anyway. I've been in one of these or 2 of these after the game get-togethers,
Usually
and I
after
don't like them. I'm not that healthy anymore, and I wasn't healthy then.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, it's been a great year calling these games with Steve and Danny, and we've had Joe on us once doing the radio.
Yes, and I'd like to thank 3RSN, and I know you would too, Robbie, just for giving us the opportunity.
Yes.
I haven't done this in a long time, and it reminded me how much fun it is.
I tell you what, I'm
And,
looking forward to next year, Steve. God willing, we're
That's
walking
right. If
this
everything
earth and
everything works
goes
just right,
we'll be right here and just excited about doing it next year.
Well,
so.
Hornet fans, that's going to bring this season to a close, and I'm sure everyone would tell you it's not the season they had hoped for when they started off. I don't think we can end this broadcast without saying Meade County played a really nice game.
Oh,
and
Meade
Stansbury
County
was really
Stansbury
good.
was dealing. He
Yeah,
dealt.
he was really good.
I think Danny said he was around 75 pitches, 80 pitches maybe, and you know, and our pitcher Porter Hayes,
Porter was
he
phenomenal.
threw a gem. I'm anxious to see him back next year. But anyway, folks, this has been a great year. 3RSN's a great asset to our community, and I hope everybody recognizes that. And Danny, you got anything you want to close us out with before you give our sponsors a little bit of it?
I was just really impressed with Porter.
Yes.
You know, it's the first time I've really seen him pitch. I think he's pitched 2 games away from Basswood.
Same for us. We hadn't seen him pitch either, and I'm in the same
I was
ballpark.
really impressed. You know, 2 runs, yes, but neither one was earned.
No.
He was really good.
Oh, he was
just really good.
Yeah.
He was matched up with as good as Meade Stansbury.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
He
just
did
had one
have
little
6 strikeouts, too, so that was impressive.
Good. So
No,
anyway, folks,
yeah,
Danny's
go ahead.
going to take us away, but it has been a pleasure by myself and I know Steve to be out here, get us back around this beautiful game of baseball. And this is the kind of game I like to see, guys, other than the one error. I like to see a short ball game.
I'd love to have seen the other team win.
I would have, too.
That's what I'm missing.
Well, folks,
Lady Hornets tomorrow night, obviously very possibly getting rained out.
Yes.
So just stay tuned. We'll put it on Facebook. We'll put it on Twitter when they adjust the times. But it should be a 5:30 start time tomorrow night for the Lady Hornets, and we'll bring that to you as well.
And we wish them the best of luck on a district win tonight, and we hope they take the district.
Get to go to the region again, as they've earned that.
They have.
Well deserved.
And they're very young. They, I think they lost a lot of players last
absolutely.
year. I mean, just basically the whole team. So.
Yeah. All right, so for Steve Allard and Rob McCormick, I'm Danny Gray. You've been listening to Exciting Hornet Baseball in the 11th District Tournament here from Brett County High School on the 3rd Region Sports Network.